are live as I can be. So, we're doing something new. Now, why are we doing this? Well, to put it simply, it's becoming harder and harder to just group all the squads together each week, and not everybody's always sharing, what goals they may have. So sometimes it's a struggle. Some people don't like to be shares or squad leads. I typically don't prefer to be a squad lead because I like other people getting the points. But in reality, it's factions are becoming less. There's more specialists. There's more voyage events. And the reality is, we've had GM Lorca and we've had Kazoo for as long as I've been here, for the last 5-6 years. Those two people have really been doing the hardest possible job in this fleet each and every week of pretty much putting a group of 50 individuals into the perfect squad week in and week out. That's hard to do. You have to keep track of ranks, you have to keep track of performance, who's responding to Discord. So let's just try something new for 2026. Let's make it a little easier. We're hoping that we have done a little raffle, little input, and let's just see what the squads are going to look like. Some questions that you might have: is this permanent? Well, yes, it's the squads are permanent, but we can do trades. If you want to go for first and you think you're ready to go and you want to have a good squad and you want to have that fleet first, rank first, and squad first picture at the end of the event, we're going to make that happen for you. If you think that you're in a squad and you don't really get along with them, let's move it around. I mean, there's no issues with that. Just be communication with us, and then just any concerns you have. We're going to have movement in January. We always do. We always have people coming and going. That's one of the hardest things to explain is, hey, we do new squads each week. And so if I get somebody on a Wednesday, they're going to be like, what the heck is going on? Sometimes people are like, I'm not even going to deal with this. So hopefully we have squads that are going to be open to communication. If I finished in the top 100, but I'm with somebody else who finished in the top 30, most likely they're going to have a better share. So I'll flip the lead to them if I'm the squad lead, and vice versa. You're going to see some squad names. Don't get held up on those. If you want to change up your names, go ahead and do it. No issues. If you want to do it each week to make fun of whatever screw up the game has done for that given week, please go ahead and do it. So just be open up with your squad mates. If there's a little bit of difficulty in communication, contact me, and let's go ahead and get this done. So without further ado, let's go on. Let's see what our first squad is. I'm calling this the auto bid squad. This is going to be Red Squad. If you want to rename yourself, go for it. But this is going to be the OG of our permanent squad. ASOG has always had a perfect share to give to everybody. He's been very gracious in providing his time, providing his gold each week. This group really has been trying to be, let's say most of these guys are top 1500s in and out each week. So I really appreciate it. So we're going to keep the permanent squad together. It's going to be ASOG, our newer member Eric 2.0, Hornblower, and some of our longtime Discord members who has really been great. We have Remeses Niblik 3, and we have Time Lord of Borg. I know some of you guys are changing your names in and out each week, but I'm just going to stick with these names for this given week. This is a really great squad. I'm very appreciated ASOG for having a squad share each week, and really thank you guys for really, I've had no interaction with any of you guys, and that's a good thing because that means you guys are doing your thing, and it's the best. Who's our next squad? Well, it should be no surprise who the next squad is going to be. Blue Squad is going to be still led by Photon Kim, probably the longest reigning member and second star to the right. We're going to continue to have the same permanent squad members. Really, this is kind of a newer group. We have Enkilla, thank you for joining recently. We have CT Tech, again, thank you. Osiris, very big on Discord, very appreciated for being here. I think you reached out to me originally on Discord, if I could be mistaken on that one. Thank you for joining up. And we have Captain Trips. We used to have 2 trips. Now we just have a Captain Trip. So I guess one guy got promoted, the other guy got kicked out. So Blue Squad, if you want to still keep the Permanent Squad 2 name, perfect. But thank you very much for Photon Kim. It came out at a time where we were trying to balance, who has to score it, who doesn't. Photon Kim stepped up, and really appreciate it. Now we're going to hit the newer squads. We're going to go with the Green Squad. Well, who in the world is in the Green Squad? Ooh, Kurgan. Kurgan's going to start as the lead of the Green Squad. Very impressive. One of the longtime members in our group, and honestly does pretty dang well in the events. Kurgan is going to be assisted by... Oh, now this is an interesting squad. You're going to have Gazoo, Spotwood, Steven 6507, and Plankton. Now let me tell you what, Spots and Plankton have been instrumental in recruiting. I cannot have done it without them. Gazoo, I mean, it was literally my anniversary. The person who was doing the squads just kind of upped and quit. Gazoo stepped up and said, hey, I'm going to do this for you. Well, great, I don't have anything to worry about. Gazoo, fantastic. Gazoo was able to bring Steven in. Steven has been really a great member to have in, very instrumental in Discord, open to communication, somebody you can really count on. Very appreciative. This squad's going to dominate, and wow, this is impressive. I'm very excited about this squad. Moving on, we have the Purple Squad. Purple Squad will feature Kaya, ooh, the Gauntlet Master herself. Kaya is going to be supported by Dax Shepard, Dr. Baltar, one of our newer members, KJ47, and who? Captain who? It's going to be a pretty good squad. I can easily see this is going to be one that's going to be flipping shares all the time. Between Kaya, Dax Shepard, Dr. Baltar, KJ47, who knows? I mean, you guys are really great. Dr. Baltar, thank you so much for helping out with boss battles each week. Dax Shepard, man, so many top 100, top 30, great find. I'm very appreciative for joining our fleet. What was it, almost 2 years ago? Incredible. And Kaya, incredible. Leads Gauntlet, puts all the groups together each week, keeps track of points and stuff. But I wish I liked Gauntlet more, because I would definitely be in Gauntlet. If you're interested, generally the groupings come out on Saturday around 11 a.m. my time, which I think is about 2 p.m. Eastern. May change, who knows with the Gauntlet, right? I have no idea. I saw some people saying they're stuck in 52-hour gauntlets here. No, thank you. Okay, next we have the Sky Squad. Who is going to be in the Sky Squad? Well, looky there. The first person to lead the squad will be GM Lorca, followed by Drunky, Owisor, Gimme Chocolate, and Latrell. Now we got 3 potential squad leads here. If you haven't been following the second half of Drunky for the 2025, he's been on fire, man. He's had top hundreds, and tons of events. Just a great person overall. And to be paired with GM Lorca, who has basically carried the load of the fleet, assembling squads each and every week. We've been very lucky to have GM Lorca. I think it's about 3 years since GM and Drunky came over. Very grateful. GM Lorca is always at the top, excluding what the great work that's been done with the squad assembly. Week after week, top 100s, top 30s, top 10s. GM Lorca is just killing it so much. And to be paired with Drunky, man, you're going to be flip-flopping leads all the time. And Owisor, oh my goodness, I may not be able to pronounce your name correctly, but holy heck,
Are you like the master? I mean, it'll be like Sunday, the rank will be 0, and then within like 3 hours, you'll be like top 100. I don't know how you do it. You're skillful. You've been here a lot, much longer than I have. It's incredible. You also have Gimme Chocolate. Not quite on Discord, but a heck of a player. Always at the top. You're welcome to get on Discord. And holy heck, we also have our new member, Latrell, recently on Discord. Came and asked to join. Heck yeah, I'm always down for that. If you're willing to join, why wouldn't I want you to have be in the fleet? So this is a great squad. The sky is truly the limit for this squad. Holy moly. The only issue is whenever Drunky's in charge, who knows what that squad name's going to be, right? So hopefully GM Lorca could keep them track. All right. Next we have the Teal Squad. Ooh. Ah, somebody who's definitely known for keeping the squad assembled week in and week out, always tasked to lead. Who is going to be the initial 4 members with Race K? Well, looky there. Now, McLeod is also somebody who leads the squads each week. We're going to be flip-flopping leads like no other between Race K and McLeod. Heck, you may even start out with McLeod as the squad lead. That's a great 1-2 punch. We have Jackie Daytona, who just recently joined us as well on Discord. Another person that reached out and said, hey, can I join the best? Of course you can join the best. Why wouldn't I allow you to come in? So you have Race K, McLeod, Jackie Daytona. We have Deanna, who's not currently on Discord, but does great in events week in and week out. And Gareth, another person, anytime that we need him, he's always willing to step up and be a squad lead. Holy moly, that's a strong 1-2 3 punch, man. Very grateful. Just have open communications on who wants to be lead for factions, and man, that's going to be great. I'm very looking forward to this squad. McLeod came over from the Junkies much before I did. Top 100s all the time. I think there was a streak where McLeod had the number 1 top 100s in the game. That's incredible. This is really a great. So I'm very looking forward to what the squad can do.
The Gray Squad. This Gray Squad's going to be held by Longbow. Ooh, another boss battle master. Oh man. So this is impressive. Wow, this is impressive. So I'm big on boss battles. It's one of the few recruiting things that we have left. We're able to blow up Ultra Boss most of the time. Sometimes it gets close, but it doesn't get finished off. One of the few fleets that does that. People still need the boss battles, right? They need the Ultra. They need to up their bridge so they can keep up with the Joneses, right? We have Longbow. We have Papalangelo, also known as Mirror Bev, and we have Zale. Those 3 people really day in and day out, every single time I can count on them, doing some nodes, posting what they've done. Really, thank you guys. Papalangelo has a ton of top 100 ranks, so it's going to be quite interesting to see, who's in the lead week in and week out. Hopefully you guys come up with a creative name, because I'm going to expect to see you guys at the top quite often. You're going to be a great squad. Raider, another squad lead that's often tasked with having to create a squad each week. And then we have Captain Mike. Wow, Captain Mike. Well, now that's another squad lead. We have 5 regular squad leads in one grouping here. That's great. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the boss battles. Thank you for always stepping up and doing the squads. Really, this is going to be a great squad as well. The Secret Squad. Ooh, I guess I can't tell anybody because it's a secret, right? Well, who's going to be the lead of the Secret Squad? Ooh, Interplanet Janet's going to be leading the squad. Now, there's someone who's just dominating the ranks week in and week out. Holy moly. Let's look at this. We have Interplanet Janet, who is always top 100 every single time. Top 100. I think just last week got what, top 2, top 3? That's impressive. I don't know how you do it. I mean, I had a first place finish a couple times, but that was like in 2022 when I was just sitting on my bum at home all the time. This is incredible. I don't know how you guys do this. Followed by the person who literally probably could be credited with creating what we have nowadays in data core, but back in the day was the only person who figured out how to do boss battles, node solving. We have Nolan. Incredible. That person just knows more about computers than I will ever know in my lifetime. I mean, I don't know how you do that. Chateau Picard, another regular squad leader. Oh, Ractigino, another boss battle. See, I'm gonna give the boss battle groupings the very high praise because you guys really helped me do that. And we have Cookie. I think all five of you guys are on Discord. I mean, this is going to be a great mix. Um, now this is going to be a top squad. I'm very excited to see this one. I mean, this is impressive. No need to be a secret. Everybody's going to know who you guys are. You guys are regulars in the top leaderboards. Wow. The Shade Squad. Ooh. Shade Squad is going to be, oh ho ho ho, the man himself who just finished second in this event. This person, I don't know how you do it. I can't, the little bot checks and everything every 20 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes in Galaxy events. I can't do this. I don't know how he does it. Week in and week out. He just got second place with a gazillion points in a skirmish. I mean, Kiwi is just the best. I mean, I don't know what the final points were for our fleet ranking. We finished third this event, but I'm sure Kiwi definitely put us on his back to get the points that we had. Wow, impressive. Kiwi is going to be flanked by so we have Ripper, Evil Scorp, our newest member, E-Mark, and Captain Neutrino, who my ugly face is getting blocked out the name. So, yeah, what can you do? I'm not very good at anything. Ripper, long-time boss battle node solver. Evil Scorp, a regular person who's always helping create and lead squads week in and week out. E-Mark, I've been trying to get you in this fleet for a long time. I see you out there free and stuff, and I see you in the leaderboards all the time. I'm very grateful that you joined us. You're going to be a great addition. I can already tell because you're helping out with the boss battles and stuff. You see where my heart is. Thank you very much for joining up. And Captain Neutrino, relatively newer member. Very happy to have you. No issues that I've heard of. If we ever get a chance, I'd like to see you on Discord, and you're really a great addition to Second Star to the Right. Man, what a great squad. Kiwi, Ripper, Evil Scorp, E-Mark, and Captain Neutrino. Wow. Well, let's keep this short. Our final squad. And, I'm doing the video. I've already cheated. I know what the squad name is going to be. It's always been my name whenever I'm leading a permanent squad. It's going to be me as the lead. Wow. Who would have guessed that, right? That's right. The Cisco 1 is going to be in the Holosuite Addiction squad with Sixsmith, Cobra, Ken Tankris, and Corbin Dallas. Koba, Ken Tankris, and Corbin Dallas have been regular people who've always lead what we might call the straggler squad, the squad that, I'm going to put a little effort in, but I got time. I ain't going to, I got to have a life, right? So they're always helping out getting that squad organized. And they're always great with the squad names, getting that very responsive. So much thank you. You three are on Discord. Sixsmith, not quite on Discord, but goodness gracious, you're always up there in the ranks and stuff. You're a regular performer. This is going to be a great squad. I don't know if I'll have a share each week. One thing is, don't be afraid to juice up them purples, man. You have a purple with 4 unlocked slots. I'm going to slap that skill on there. It's going to be greater than any gold you might have. But I am going to definitely state what I'm going to share. We're going into the faction. I think it's a hybrid faction galaxy coming up in 2 weeks. I'm going to say what I have. You guys like it? If not, we're going to flip it out. But gosh darn it, I really like Holosuite Addiction, so we're going to keep that name. And, well, that's it. That's all the squads. I'm definitely going to post this on Discord. I'm really a noob when it comes to posting the thing that they do each week with the squad channel. where it has everybody tagged, so I'm going to try my best. But there it is. I'm really grateful for Second Star to the Right. Thank you for being part of it. Should our journey end in January, I know some people, their New Year's resolution is to quit. That's fine, but I wish you well. I really appreciate it. I don't know how long the game will last. Uh, so I heard that actually their revenues were up last year, so that is a bit surprising. I don't know how the revenues are going to do well when you have a character like assimilated Spock, but maybe people will just want to have it just for the nostalgia of him being introduced in the game a few years ago and then suddenly taken away. Thank you very much for everything, and have a happiest 2026 that you can possibly have. I'm going to be in San Diego, so it's going to be raining on me, so I'm going to be there for 24 hours. So I get to say I'm in San Diego for the New Year, but it sounds like I'm going to be rained on. Hopefully your New Year's is not being rained on. Have a great one, and thank you so much.